Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? Appreciate everyone that's that's on the stream. What's up, Daniel, Katoon, Kyle, Impact? What's good? Viking 51. What's up, my guy? I'm technically I am late, but also not late. I made a rookie mistake, and I hit start stream without um, clicking the right tab. So I just started a stream instead of clicking the proper one that I had. You know, rookie mistake. This should be working better now, I would hope. How are you, Viking? Hey, Michael. That was a whoopsie. Just setting up my stream real quick here on my my computer. Gotta resize my windows and all that good stuff. There we go. Okay, I'm good to go now. Still just okay with the gummies? Man, those gummies are amazing. Early thoughts, Viking. Two showboats. Not crazy about two of the same class in 1 month, both the free and the chase. Um, being showboats, I'm not too hyped about that. I do think it'll be fun to have Otis in the game and Tucker, so we'll see how they play. See what their tag link is and all that good stuff. Have you logged onto the portal before, Sean? And it was having issues updating for some people. Are you able to claim the rewards? That's the big thing, because the community's gonna max it easily. Yeah, Kyle, Ray's a good farmer. So for this one, hey, Moonwing, what's good, my guy? The legend himself. Two Bob Raid, right on. You'd think it would mean Mandy Rose, yes. Okay, if you claim the rewards, then Sean, don't worry about it because the community's gonna max it easy. So don't worry about it because it won't hinge on anything or matter to you. Not sure why it's not tracking or updating. Don't have a good answer there, but it won't cost you or hurt you in any way, so you don't need to worry about it. The reason I'm using Ray is because I do not have a 4-star Godfather, so I cannot turn one and usually max loot box gems. I can with Quake. Hey NG, what's up? Yeah, Sushi. A little bit later stream. Um, the key is kind of to leave as much of the row breaks here and then let your loot box gems be double the amount. So this is a really super bad board, so I might not get all of them. But it's mindless farming. This usually ends up pretty good, Hottie Tom. My ray's only 6k. See, that was a pretty bad board. I was one connection away. Okay, so I thought we would have questions like this, so give me 1 second. If you want to see, let's go to the right screen here. If you want to see your progress on the portal, you go to events, which you can see community almost maxed, and your event points are right at the top. That's on the events tab on the portal. Okay, my cats are going crazy. 1 second. Hey, Floppy. So that's where you can see your points in the event. Not that it matters really, but there it is. Hey, Reggie, what is good? Okay, back to game. Here we go. I love this cross rating between YouTube and Twitch that we've been doing. To Bob. Thanks for the raid, my guy. Coming in hot with the hype. The cats definitely are not afraid of Goldberg. They fear nothing. My $1 million man is only choosing 4 on turn 1. So that's not maxing loot box gems for me usually. But I could use MDM as well. This is pretty mindless. There's a ton of different ways you could do it. Godfather would be the absolute best. I need to work mine to 4 stars strictly for that. And yes, I see the loot box gems down here, but I'm trying to save the 2 times for 3 matches and such on them. I can use MDM after a little bit though, just so I'll show you what I'm talking about. Appreciate the raid too, Bob. Steven, welcome to the stream. Floppy, what is good? Yeah, back to Oder and Tucker. Early thoughts. I don't really know how I feel, but we'll see how they are. I like my showboats plenty good, although I currently have projects that I want to work on. So, one more stream, Bob, and you'll have your hours for affiliate, I'd assume. Nice thing. 3-star silver, you can play it this exact way and it'll be fine. Someone asked about the coaches. Yeah, Floppy, I think it is Tuesday. I'm just using Bray and Lawler. Yeah, if Otis is in that top tier Punisher, if he's a tier 1 card, I will be very interested. Bob is such a showboat. Right on, Moonwing. Me too. I think I hit 450k today, or very close. What's good, Bomber? You can see I'm maxing the loot boxes way more often than not. Hey, Dark, how are you? And it's all turn 1, so no damage, no thinking. So this works for me. Oh man, AK, I am waiting to see what the Flash Feud rewards are. Really simple trainers, Fish. Just dual MP. Yeah, Bob, my Ray is only 6k. He won't be doing hell. Hey, Paresh, how are you? So, Bob, ideally, I would just use Godfather, and I would have spent $1 million, taken my tour perk up +1, and then just turn 1'd it. But, I don't have Godfather at 4-star, so that's not an option. Yeah, as long as you can turn 1 it, whatever setup works for you, and that you usually get, Hey, buddy, come here. Fox up. My cat wants attention, so... Hey, buddy. Good boy. Come on, Fox. Oop. Alright. My cat just spun my microphone 360. But you can see I'm not hardly missing any max loot boxes this way. And it's super easy to use. Punisher, I actually did a pull video. I had 14 pulls saved up and did a pull video on them of the t-shirts. I got 100 Hall of Fame shards out of those 14 pulls, 50 Sting, 25 Bree, and 25 Austin. So I do want to try and farm this as much as I can. I am lacking Bree and not as close as I'd like to be. So yeah. I'm hoping in the flash feuds we can get some Bree shards. And then I will use my Hall of Fame, some of my Hall of Fame tokens that AK asked about a little bit ago on that. Hey, one and only Hawk, what's going on, man? Nice fish. 50 Eddie and 25 Bree. That's great. That's the two I'm hoping for. Because none of the other ones am I even kind of close to. AK, I would assume I will get as many Bree shards as I can. Oh, I missed it by one. That sucks. I will get as many Bree shards as I can. Because she's the one I'm closest to. But we'll see what ends up being in the flash feuds. I was gonna say those aren't available, but Fiend is. Thanks, NG. Have a good night, man. Or afternoon, maybe, where you're at, or it might even be morning right now. Yeah. I just like giving myself a chance. Just like giving myself a chance. I'll be doing some hard mode blitz in here as well. Maybe switching guys out a little bit. I was doing just some turn one really quick wins with Quake. Hey Larry, what's going on, man? It just the third box seems more consistent with Ray. Yep, I'm using Striker HBK as well for Blitz. Gotcha, Moonwing. I'm using HBK for the hard modes. What do you got to do, like 61? 60, 61 that way, Moonwing? $40? Okay. That's not so bad. I really like Hall of Fame Piper. I actually need to make a video on him since I put the glowing phantom plate on him. He's awesome. On normal, he gives you 1,000. That's actually really good. I might do some of that then, because I just flat out enjoy playing Piper. Time is a little bit of a concern for me, but So yeah, you can see this way works pretty well with Ray. I mean, what, probably 80 or 90% of the time getting all the loot boxes. Hey, Jetson, what is going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Oh, that's a 4-banger. And actually a decent amount of 5 TP boxes, too. Again, Akeem, just 2 MP trainers, nothing fancy. I just got Lawler and Bray on him. And mine's only 6k, but you could easily do this at 3-star. You know. Yep, that is exactly how I run him, Punisher. He's amazing that way. Like, really, really solid. And the Glowing Phantom makes the green recycle easy. At 5-star with that setup, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with. That Glowing Phantom is so good on him. So good on Piper. Yeah, and he's healing, he's subbing, they're not getting anywhere on you, he's recycling. Like, you're not going to lose and you're going to end full life just about every match. So there's my trainers. Again, nothing special. I didn't even bother. I just want loot boxes. To be honest, Punisher, I just flat out love his gameplay. The level of control, recycle is super consistent. So far, he's my favorite Hall of Fame card this year. Pending tomorrow or Friday, whatever we get Friday. On Ray? No, I don't have both gears. Piper, I will get both. I'm assuming you mean Piper. I have the silver, and I should max the solo. I'm 50k away, I think. I'll show you guys in a minute. Mine is now 4-star silver max. Tokens have been really hard. I made, based on the game being, they're slightly better on hard and hell, but not for the third box. You get a little bit more coin on the first couple. So, because the game kept giving me acrobat flags, 15 to be exact, I made a executive decision to pull the trigger and level Bailey up so I could meet my requirements for League 17. After Feud, I got like, what is that, 42 matches? 32 matches left, and I'll league up to 17. Yeah, Punisher, you want to see how bad the game freaking hates me? And I don't have a male even kind of ready. I don't have a 5-star bronze male and no one I especially want to take at male. So yeah, the game's giving me if I wish I had Steamboat. There you go. There's my spread. 5, 6, 5, 8, 15, and 6. So anyway, the game forced my hand on Bailey, so I maxed out Bailey. Which caused me to max a few more coins than I anticipated, but leaguing up to 17 should help recover a bunch of that. I don't know if I'm going to actually take her 5-star silver, looking at... Yeah, right? It is impossible. That's how much the game hates me. I hate acrobats because I don't have Steamboat or HBK. I don't even have Taker or R-Truth. You name the top 5 acrobats, I don't have them. And then let's do, I've yet to do one of these ones actually. So here's my Piper. Actually, I run him Steel a lot of times to Punisher, depending on my perks. Steel and Zombie Rock. Do I have dual yellow? Yes, I do. So 4 and 2 is 6. My turn is 7. Is it 10 MP? If I go up to max tour perks, will that turn 1 with Godfather? Yeah. Good call. Let's yep, I will do that too. 1,000,000 coins. I guess I'll overshoot by 1,000,000 coins, but it'll be worth it to farm with him. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, Nikki, move damage. Yep, I should have thought that through better. Oh, if I had Acrobat Triple H, I would level him up, actually. That would be the 5-star silver on my roster. I really, really liked him. So, got the 20% gem damage strap. Just threw some armor medals on him, so he's double armor. And then the glowing phantom plate is completely clutch on Piper. And token-wise, I think I don't know. I might get there. It's gonna be really close. Like I said, I'm overspending coin a little bit more than normal. Because of leaguing up. I feel like I'm gonna get a bunch of it back leaguing up. Nice, Thomas. Hey, Sing, how are you? I wish I had Powerhouse Hogan. Yeah, because I can use Akam and Beth is yellow, I believe. And so is someone else that I can't think of. Shamrock, I think, might be yellow as well. Yeah, I know it's a lot, Punisher. Usually I'd be doing the exact same thing, Hottie Tom. But the fact that I could hit League 17 and I have those... man, I'm sorry, guys. My brain isn't working real great. I have all those flags I want to use. I feel like if I get them to be my lowest amount, maybe they won't give me as many. You can see when he ended his turn, he got the 3 extra MP, too, from that plate. And at 4-star, when it goes to a 1x4 purple, so much better. Oh, it's nice I get keys for these too. That's a bunch of cheap keys for the Blitz that's going on. It does. I meant 5-star Punisher. If I said 4-star, I meant 5-star. Yeah, I meant 5-star. Exactly, Moonwing. Nope, Bear. No pants required. 14 is a good league to be in, Sushi, because you're not competing against all the big boys in the month long. Once you go to 15, you're in a different bracket for the month long. Right there, Bear. At 15, you are against everyone in the game, Sushi. So, like right now, whatever you are in the monthly, what's your rank for the month for the solo MLC? The milestones, I believe, are the same, Hottie Tom, but if you're one of those people that are consistently getting in the top, yeah. What's your rank and your score, Sushi? So the great thing about Piper is that he recycles with the Phantom Plate. Okay, and how many points do you have, Sushi? Okay, so basically, Here, we'll look at this. Yep. Bait what Punisher said. So when you look at your league, what is number 1 at? Or what's number 1 at? So the Bears already got 500,000 and he's only rank 101. And I'm at 460 and I'm rank 233. So if you look at your top 10, that'll give you an idea of the competition you're up against. Yeah, League 14 is your friend. Yes. Absolutely. Nice fish. So yeah, that's kind of the difference in the leagues. How do I want to do this? Actually, I'm gonna get that. Let's do actually events. Let's go back here. Not here. Let's go here. Hey, Drove, how are you? Where are you at, $1 million? There you are. Purple. It's... I wonder if it's enough on hard this way. Enough damage. Blitz is going okay. I've done a few. Max is 483k for League 14. Do you also still get Wendy, Paresh? I'm assuming we're gonna have to do some cascading. Let's try that. I misjudged that. My bad. Might be enough anyway. Yep. So Ted can get it done to you. But I am gonna try that Godfather thing. Okay. Class is probably gonna be easier. Then MP. All right. So 1 second, guys, because I'm gonna pop a different screen here when I buy the perk because it happens to show my coin. So yeah. Have a look at the portal. Bear has, and I think Punisher is maxed the portal too. Or not the portal, the solo is, the MLC as well. I got 40k to go. Oh, this will be a game changer. Okay, back, here we go. Well, I was dumb and I used a bunch of my Tapjoy cash and tried to get Hall of Fame 5-star tokens from the loot that the things that came out, and I bought 10 of those 1250 ones, and I only managed to get 2 Hall of Fame tokens. So Piper won't be going 5-star anytime soon. Shouldn't have probably used my Tapjoy for that, but whatever. It was a weak moment, and I wanted to be able to take Piper to 5-star. It just didn't work out well for me. Okay. Wait. There's a problem with what you just said too, Bob. How am I going to do damage with him? Oh, I just don't do hell. What's the move damage? I didn't even look. Who do I have enough hit points for? Either way, it's max every time, so it's easily enough for 10k. Do normal. Yep. No, I have Vince. I just don't have 15. This is to turn 1 Punisher. It's just to max the loot gems. Yeah. Yep, exactly. How much health does he have? Clicky. Clicky. 11k? Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah. I got the shards. I'll just level the finish. Actually, I should have changed it. Yeah, it's the free cash offers when you play games for in-game currency, other games. I'll fix it after this time. Actually, yeah, we're good. But yeah, I'll put Gooker on, Bob, and then I can just one-hit it every time or move it to level 7. That's gonna be the ticket. Gotcha, Steven. It's been a hard month, actually, but the 2 months that are usually the hardest are probably going to be Hall of Fame, zombies, and then Motu will probably also be hard unless you've managed to get some of them. If you have most of the Motu guys, then it won't be bad. You know, if you got Warrior, if you got Biggie, and that sort of thing. But if you're missing all like Biggie and stuff, Motu will be really hard too. Let's see if Gooker's enough. I know, dude. I know. I am trying to save resources. Other than I want to get Orton up and I want to get Gooker up. Because I know I want that to be my trickster, my striker. But Powerhouse is going to be Zombie Brian and Showboat's going to be Zombie Roman. So close, man. I cannot wait. Move damage. The saving has already begun, Punisher. Yeah. The saving has already begun. I don't need to. This is enough to kill him. Yeah, man. 261 shards for Brian. That's where the chunk is. I'm gonna buy the shards. I don't care. I think he's that good of a powerhouse, and hopefully I won't have to. But yes, if the 100 shards for 100 pops up, I'm buying them. I've been saving. Well, this is gonna make this doable. I wonder if I could farm a Hall of Fame Brie if I just do a bunch of this over the next, what do we got, 3 days, 4 days now? She would be awesome for Orton, so... because I don't have either Hogan for the extra gem. After the 25 today Punisher, 480. I could buy some, I think, with the Hall of Fame tokens I have. I think I have 2 silvers. Should be able to buy a 3rd silver. And then Blitz should give me a 4th silver. Hey Christian, how are you, man? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like, I just want to get closer, you know? Um, if I could get shards for her and Eddie, I'd be happy. Yeah, it's gonna be... I'll probably be doing more streaming than normal this week. Hey, Rackers. Because there's so much Blitz. And then there's the Piper Blitzes that I still gotta do. And then there's farming for the Royal Rumble loot, so... Yep, NG. With dual MP trainers and maxing the perk, able to get the 10 MP turn 1. Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't entered my giveaway, thank you, Bear. Very helpful. Let me get the link in here. It's for first place is if we get 1,200 views is a 3-star bronze Hall of Fame Brie, and second place is 200 Brie shards. Where's that linky link? Where are you? Uploads. Why do I not? Oh, here it is. Derp right in front of my face. There. All you have to do is comment on that video, your in-game name, and your favorite moveset and trainers for, what did I say on that one? Was it Hall of Fame Rick Rude on that one, I believe? Well, I'm glad you asked, Bear. If you guys are curious about breakdown on the monthly prize wall, there's the link for that one. That will give you the breakdown on the value of all of the different prize walls for the month, the prize wall loot for the month. Thanks, Reggie. I'm looking forward to doing it. The previews is super fun. Sometimes I get really tired after work and putting in a long day, but it's really fun. I enjoy doing it a lot. Oh, just isn't League 15 when you go against the big boys Punisher? Do you not till 16? I thought at 15 you end up being in there against everyone. CJ Sneakers, what is up? Yeah, I thought it was 15 too. I'm pretty sure while you're 14, you're in a different bracket. You don't have to play against everyone in the game. Once you hit League 15, all of your contests will be against all the big players in the game. It was 15 for me, but that was at the start. I don't know if they've raised the cap since they added one or not, but I know I started in 15 and was there forever. Yeah, yeah. 16 is not easy. Mega whales. There's mega whales. at the top, so it's quite difficult. Just what they posted on the portal today, Druv. On the blog, I mean. It's Otis and what's his face? Tucker. Tucker and Otis. Tucker's the free card and Otis is the chase. And they are both showboats. Tucky! So if Tucky is like a 1-2-3 kid or a zombie Roman, consider me all in. Or if not Tucky, but Otis. Right, Reggie? Say goodbye to yellow TP. I really hope that Tucker does not use blue or purple or black, but you know. Talent. So I didn't look at it real deep yet, Akeem, but let me, while I'm doing this, I'll pull it up. I just kind of read through it super quick, to be perfectly honest. But I can read through it, because this is just one-click wins with Godfather. This is actually kind of great. To Bob, apparently I need to take Godfather up just to... Punisher. Trivia, Gene. Trivia. That's it, really. So that means I won't take Bailey 5-star silver because I'm not going to overshoot the talent up. That's crazy. Yeah, Bob, like this needs to happen. Like this takes your farming game to the next like god level. I feel like this needs to be a thing for me. But I do not want a 15k Vince. He's a striker. Although on the plus side, I have unlimited TP for him. Purple and black are my lowest. I'm all in on your daily jokes, Bear. Talent up rewards. So it looks like there's 800 Shamrock shards, so that's TP for me. If you need Shamrock still, that's pretty cool. 20% gem damage bonus strap for Tucky. Ooh, equal odds skill plate bag. Do we know what plates are in that yet? Did they say? I don't think they said. Hey, big country. Mike Graham, how are you? How do you get the energy without spending web coins? It recharges over time. For Blitz, I'm using HBK for the bonus. Striker HBK. So I think it's pretty good. That's a lot of, they actually put a substantial amount of diamonds in there. That's kind of surprising. Not sure about the headliner chips, but yeah, I think the talent up is good. I mean, the fact that there's shards in there is pretty great for the community. Anyone that doesn't have Shamrock, that's pretty awesome. The equal odds skill plate bag is so yeah, I'd say this is a better talent up than normal. So it's definitely one you want to max. And I need to do a breakdown on the points. Punisher, do you know if they're going to run a TP event week 1? Gene, timer on what? I'm sorry. They are going to run a TP event week 1. Well, okay. That's big. The Blitz requirement this week is very tough. Yes, but as Moonwing pointed out earlier, you can do it with 40 normals using Piper as the bonus card. And everyone does have Piper. So, It's not as bad as a lot of times. 40 normals actually is not that crazy of a requirement. Um, you know, that's 10 blitzes a day you could make it, I think, maybe 13 depending how many days there are. So, but yes, the hell mode requirement is off the charts, crazy hard. There's hardly anyone in the game can do hell mode this week, I'm sure. And hard mode is definitely not hard. Gene, so you can spend web coins to buy more energy for trivia, or you just wait for it to refresh. I think they refresh one every 30 minutes or one an hour, your energy. So you can play trivia once an hour or once every 30 minutes. But once you get enough web coins, you can just buy um, energy, and you can win more. If you're good at trivia, you can win more than you lose, so you can pretty much play constantly. I kind of enjoy the trivia. I don't play as much as I did when it first came out because I've got a lot of irons in the fire. But I think it's pretty cool, and they've added props now daily that you can buy too. For people that weren't on the stream early, here, let me go back here because a lot of people probably don't know this since it's brand new. Nice, Druv. Congrats. Yeah, so a lot of you probably don't know this one. Let me bring the change. I need to really start hotkeying my scene changes here. Get on the ball. So if you go to the webcoin shop now, oh yeah, where they're from is sometimes that's one of the harder ones, Punisher. So check this out, guys. Daily offers. This was 350 web coins is all today, and you could buy it 3 times. Ultra, rebuild, and destroy. That is a very good prop. Very, very good prop. So I bought 3 of them today. And I haven't played trivia in ages. Let's just see how bad I suck at this real quick. So I have 6,070 web coins left, but it's been a while. I guess they've added a lot of trivia, so let's see how I do. Oh, Self High Five. That's DDP. I'm pretty sure that's Walter. Raw was McIntyre? Oh, that was close. SmackDown? Shoot. Charlotte? Okay, that was so there you go. 100 web coin reward for that. So if you were to win all 3, that's 300 web coins. Oh, I didn't want to hit play again. Oh well, we'll play one more. Hardcore? What? Really? Oh, I'll pay 25 and keep going. I didn't know Bulldog won a hardcore title. I actually don't know this. It was Rollins. I knew that. I freaking knew that. Gosh dang it. Whatever. I'll refresh again. Apparently everyone did. Hey, Ronnie. That's Big Show. WrestleMania 17? No, that's 27. Frick. Eh? No. No, it is 17. 10-7, right? That is 17. Go me. Who come here? That's Shane. There we go. So I only broke even on that one. But when you want to buy more, you go down here. So if you won all 3, you could get 8 energy and do 8 trivias. Probably Goldberg, Mike Graham. If one is significantly higher than the other, take the one that's higher than the other. Alright, let's go back to the game. Anyway, portal stuff. Hey Adam, how are you? Oh yeah, and just in case, let me tab back real quick. I know I showed this earlier, but for the Goldberg event, go down and click the events tab, and you claim your prizes right here. That's where it tells you how many points you've gotten if you care. And then you just tab over to get all of your points. It should be maxed in the next little bit, and everyone can get their Goldberg TP and coins. There we go. Then take your pick, Mike. If you have a weak new gen, take Vader. If you have weak RA, take Goldberg. But I think Goldberg is the better of the two slightly. Keep in mind, Vader is required every May 4th. So keep that in mind too. Yeah, CJ, but it doesn't really matter. The community's gonna max, so it's no big deal. So don't let it bother you too much. Uh-huh. Vader in Star Wars. So usually every May the 4th, Vader's a required character. Punisher, if he's still in here, can vouch for that. Hottie Tom, Ken is not a bad striker at all. It's just Striker is a very crowded class. Attitude Striker is extremely crowded. In a lot of ways, I think Striker Sting is better. But in some ways, Shamrock is better. Shamrock is a solid showdown guy because he's got low charge moves, but there's so many better showdown guys now. So, yep, Steven, absolutely. Hammer is in February. I'm gonna do a couple blitzes after this just to switch stuff up. You like Vader over Goldie? Okay, Punisher. I haven't played Vader at a high level, so I have a 4-star gold. Yes, 4-star gold Vader. No, I mean Goldberg, and my Vader is only 3-star silver because I haven't used the fuse yet. I like Shamrock better than Scott Hall, but I hate Scott Hall. What's up, Golden? Also known as New York Giants guy. Welcome to the stream. Right on, Bob. Thanks, my guy. You too. Nice job on your stream. Early congrats on getting affiliate this week, because I know you will. Just stream tomorrow, knock it out, and apply. Like I said, I'll probably stream a lot this week, guys, because there's so much going on. And it's less boring. Probably for everybody. Scott Hall is required a lot. Akeem, I just really hate him. Every time I use him, I swear he's the most overrated card in the game. I do hate Scott Hall, Ronnie, and that's not a new thing. That's not a new thing. But yes, I hate Scott Hall. I would take almost every striker first. I don't know if it's quite that bad. I just don't like him. He's horrible for me. He takes so much damage every time, so much damage. Doesn't matter which way. No, Two-Bob will agree with me. He's gone now, but Two-Bob will absolutely agree with me. He hates Scott Hall too. I don't know how Punisher feels about Scott Hall, but I literally think he's the most overrated striker in the game. Nope, I have no issues with Hall in real life. I'm ambivalent towards him in real life. Yeah, I don't see him. I see him as a tier 3 card. I don't even think he makes it to tier 2 for me. Brad, it's no, DJ loves his Scott Hall. I know, and that's, I have no problem with that. I don't. Just like I hate Slick Rick, although I do think Slick Rick is actually a good card. I just don't like playing him. Brad, it really depends on your other cards. Sorry, Ronnie, I'm not trying to offend anyone. It's just how I feel about him. Um, it really depends on your cards. Ray probably is going to be your best acrobat. Striker Austin is underrated. Yeah, I'm drinking water, Ronnie. But if there's some of your better ones, Brad, then you're probably fine. I would say Ray, most likely, almost for sure you're fine. You probably don't have a better acrobat than Ray. Oh, okay. Let me check Discord, Pun. Just DM me whenever, Pun. That's a great question, Nor. How do I have the finisher turn 1? I will show you. Moonwing, I think there's absolutely a chance. I will show you as soon as I'm in here, Nor. Um, 70k is not too bad yet, Moonwing. We have one more tour. I'm assuming um, your faction hasn't maxed all of the Blitz yet. Yeah, there you go. And there's still some faction milestones. Yeah, so Brad, if they're months away and you don't have a 5-star yet, they're going to make a big difference for your roster regardless. Once you have a 5-star bronze, then maybe, you know, don't necessarily take him to 5-star silver, right? But Ray is still probably going to be your best acro without seeing your roster to know for sure. Powerhouse is quite loaded, so I wouldn't say for sure Vader is your best, but if he's ready to go and anyone else is months away, then I think you have to do it, and then pick your best one after their 5, after you get those 5-star. Yeah, Moonwing's still a lot of game left to go, and there's usually a lot of MLC points. I want to say in the Flash feuds or more MLC points. We'll see if that's the case. Also, you know, Piper, if you need to buy some perks, remember count Moonwing, level and Piper, and all that. Yeah, it's just water, Ronnie, and ice. What did I say wrong now? Other than Scott Hall isn't good, and I hate Slick Rick, but Slick is good. Sorry, Christopher. I Slick Rick, I can never an issue, nor is Hall for me personally, but it also, I suppose, depends on your cards and where you're at. Sorry, Ronnie, I am so sorry. Don't kill me. And I know Reggie agrees with me on Scott Hall, Ronnie, so you don't want us to pile on you. And just because I don't like a card doesn't mean I'm right. Okay? Oh man, Christian, that's impossible to predict. Yeah, here's how my Godfather's turn 1. Shamrock 2 yellow, Acom 4 yellow, So that's 5, 6. That's 6. My turn is 7. And then bonus, I up my tour perks to start with 3 just for farming this. Hall of Fame Hall is good. I haven't really looked, but I'm sure my faction probably has put out an announcement by now. Maybe. Maybe. No, they haven't. I haven't looked at hard even. I just started doing them. So I don't know. I can figure it out probably in a minute. Oh yeah, Slick can hit above his weight. He's fine on offense in matches and stuff. Jake the Snake is pretty solid at 5-star. Undertaker Powerhouse is also pretty solid at 5-star. Neither are at the top of the list, but they're also very viable, good cards that have strong uses, so they're solid. If I pulled a 5-star fuse for either of them, I would be happy, or even a 4-star gold. They're good. They're good cards. I'll run a few blitzes right now, and then do some quick math while I'm doing it, Steven. Nice. Got enough for a couple loopholes. I like letting them stack up. I feel like you do better when you can pull a few. I guess that depends on what your definition of a truck is. Um so and the cards you have. So it's all relative. If it's the best card you have, then use him. If you love using him, use him, play him. And don't think I'm bagging on you at all because I'm not. So just don't take it personally. So it's 10 million to max. So with 100 people, that's what, 100,000 a person. So you need 100,000 for 1%. And cards. What's the bonus? 700 bonus and whatever they're worth on top of it, which was 4,500 a run. So like 22 runs, 23 runs, something like that. 22 or 23 runs. So normal is definitely the best value. It's going to take longer though. Hell mode I can't do. I'm not even going there. Hard. Okay. Nice, Hottie Tom. That's a great list. Yep. Trainers is a huge, huge part of it. You want the right trainers. Okay. Moonwing, I actually cashed in all of my keys this morning before, at like 2 hours before the vault was supposed to drop, just to be safe. If it makes you feel better, um, I only got 800 vault tokens on 160 key pulls. So don't expect to get a lot of vault tokens. Unless I just had really bad luck. Well, I can vouch for Sako. No, I do not have a strap on my godfather, Michael. He's just winning on normal with move damage on the finisher. So, He's at like 12k move damage, and that Orton has 11k health. So the loot box gems aren't doing any damage. So you just gotta find someone low, but since all I want is the t-shirts anyway, it works. Okay, Kyle, you did better than me. You got 900 in 110. 10? Wow. You did way better than me, but I don't always have the best RNG, so... I still don't have Kyrie. I'm missing 2 ladies in the game other than Hall of Famers. Lacey and Kyrie. And the Hall of Famers I'm missing are Bree and Lita. Not bad. 55 here, late on a Tuesday night. Not bad at all. Yeah, for sure, Kyle. Southside, what's good, my guy? Yeah, Reggie, Trickster Lacey doesn't. You definitely did, Southside. Oh, thanks, Mike. I love you guys too. Legitimately, it's been amazing since I started my channel. I did not ever think it would go this well, so I super appreciate all of you guys. So yeah, it looks like about 22 or 23 of these blitzes will max it on hard. Moonwing said if you're using Piper for Hall of Fame bonus on normal, it was 40 blitzes. When is it dropping? I'm not sure what you mean, Kyle. I'm not sure, Mike. Probably not super long. Actually, that reminds me. I would say the absolute longest would be a month or 2 at this point, but it could happen a lot faster. I've been working on updating my channel, making it look better, working on the panels for it and stuff. Mrs. Mherex is not thrilled about the idea of being on anything. By the way, there's my Twitch channel, guys. Feel free to start following. That way, once I start going live on there, you'll know. What skill plate would I put on Gargano? All heart, Akeem. If you don't have all heart, the new one that came out that I don't have, that it's break blue, get green, or break green, get blue would be good. The glowing phantom one would be solid on Gargano 2 for when you match a purple. If refills green, so that would probably be good on him, but for sure all heart is his best plate. Oh, Kyle, Vault is supposed to be tomorrow sometime. I think they said they delayed it till. All heart, when you place 3 submission gems for the next 2 turns, blue and purple gems do 200% more gem damage. So noon Pacific for tomorrow with the Vault. Yeah, I'm sure that'll change, Michael. Chaotic Blast will put out blast gems when you crit, I believe. Blue Bomber is a much better version than Chaotic Blast, but Chaotic Blast puts out one random blast gem, I believe, when you crit. I bet. My Gooker wants to take advantage of the blue gem damage 300%. That's what I'm excited for. When his trap gems go off, they make a bajillion blues, like 32 blues. So, 300% on 32 blues is a lot of damage. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I will probably also use Quake on that line, since he's blowing up the board. Any of the blue gems he's hit are going to be 300% plus his buff anyway. So Quake should be pretty good on that line too. I'm not excited about having to run 6 cards though. I like keeping my roster lower, so might have to think about getting MP down too, but I really don't want to. Really don't want to. Let's see if I missed anything. Oops. Oh. I just got pictures of one of our foster cats that was adopted, so. The other 2 from this batch of 3 leave tomorrow, so I'm sad about that. Currently on my my chair's headrest, the foster is sitting right behind me. On my headrest gaming pad thing, whatever, on the gaming chair. She's just chilling right there the whole time I've been streaming. What am I at for the... Long way to go on the solo. I definitely want to get to at least here for the silver. So that I kind of have to get to. I would definitely like to get the token on the next 2 as well. We'll see. It's a long way. Right on, Christopher. Mike, if you have Texina, then maybe consider Texina. Otherwise, Sako is going to be tough to beat. Right on, CJ. Yeah, Christopher, it's really hard to foster when they leave. We foster the baby kittens. Well, the wife fosters. I help out a little bit, but she does the bulk of the work. So she fosters baby kittens when they need bottle fed and stuff. So when no one else wants to, and a lot of them are in really like critical condition, so they require being fed like every 2-3 hours and stuff. And then we keep them till they're ready to go to forever homes. So a lot of times, we have them for a couple 3 months. So it gets really hard when they leave. The last week has been difficult because they're to the age where they're getting really attached. So like today when I got home from work, Um, one of them just like ran up to me and climbed my leg till I picked her up, and then just was like wanted to be held and purred like crazy and stuff. So that's when it gets hard. If they had left a couple weeks before. Um, yeah, CJ, it's super hard. It's gotten easier as we've fostered more. You can't keep them all, even if you want to keep them all. And no one else really is wanting to do this because it's so much work. But yeah, it's hard. Especially, I've had a couple that were really, really hard. Hey Aiden, how are you? I'm doing well. Yeah, when they get to this age, like literally when I get home from work, if I'm playing the game on my computer or, just hanging out in my chair or whatever, they're there the whole time. So yeah, it does, Christopher, absolutely. All right, Michael, have a good night, man. Thanks for being on the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, Reggie, my wife's a nurse as well. She's a much better person than I am. Try being a stepdad? Uh, don't try at all, actually. I have three kids that are 15, 17, and 19, and I've been with their mama for 13 years. So they're my kids, but they're my steps. That was kind of crazy. Went from no responsibility at 27 years old to three kids overnight. They were 2, 4, and 6. Technically, it really wasn't. I mean, like, it was overnight, but it wasn't. Um, took about 6 months before we even told them we were dating. At first, I was just a friend, and then came over for dinner sometimes. Um, because when they're that age, that was always a make or break thing too. With Mrs. Mherex, the kids needed to like me. So we split time, Ronnie, with the boys go, the older two, um, go to their dads sometimes, well, half the time. And daughter, youngest daughter, 15, she stays here all the time. I think in the past year she's been to her, I don't been to her dad's house only a handful of times, and I don't think she spent the night. Nah, none of them play the game. They're not wrestling fans. My son plays video games all the time. He's been a grand champ on Rocket League. He's a big time Rocket League player. Um, right on, Viking. That's awesome. That's awesome, CJ. We play as a family often. 7 Days to Die. It's a survival zombie game, and everyone in the house likes that one. So my living room is not a normal living room. It's the my wife's desk and computer, my desk and computer, middle son's desk and computer, oldest son's desk and computer, daughter's desk and computer. We actually don't even have a TV. No, I did not bring them gummy bears. So my house is like a big LAN party, bunch of computers. Everyone's pretty much a gamer. Daughter, not as much. She plays a little bit. Um, but yeah, oldest son I think has like 11,000 followers on Instagram, whatever they call the equivalent of followers on Instagram. He tunes balisongs or butterfly knives, so he tunes them and then he'll anodize them and stuff, which is using electricity essentially to rust the metal, but it looks like almost like painting. So anodizing, if you're familiar with it, he does that to him. So that's what his big thing is, and that's what his Instagram is all about, is butterfly flipping and modding and stuff like that. Yeah, CJ. So I'm a pretty big nerd. During COVID, I haven't been able to, but twice a year I go to an event called PDX LAN in, well, it's not in Portland anymore. It's just outside of Vancouver, actually. And 1,000 nerds bring their computers for like 4 days and play video games all weekend. They have contests, do a bunch of fun stuff. And me and the middle son always go to that together. So they still do LAN parties, they're just kind of different. But yeah, I remember going and getting on like 6-7 computers and all playing like Halo, or not Halo, Half-Life. Half-Life, when Half-Life first came out. Those were the days, man. Drinking Mountain Dew and not sleeping at all. Right on, CJ. That's awesome. Chiefs versus Bucks. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Bucks because it's the troll win. Hottie, yeah. It's a 1,000-person LAN party. It's more focused on. I have not been to PAX Moonwing, but I would like to go. And I'll show you guys why. My other hobby. Actually, this might be kind of fun. Let's do this. I think you'll even be able to hear the audio, so give me 1 second here, guys. Let's do this. If you get too bored, let me know. Let me full screen this. Actually, that's going to be too big. We'll just small screen it. And all right, Drev, have a good time at class. Thanks for being on. Here. Okay. So, this, you should be able to hear it.
Garage. PDX LAN 32 is right around the corner, so we're... What's up, everybody? My name is Dwight, and welcome back to GeForce Garage. PDX LAN 32 is right around the corner, so we're bringing in William Schmidt, aka the Cable Guy, who won the mod contest back in February with his Fallout-inspired Radiation King radio.
So that's me, for everyone who hasn't seen my face.
Thank you, Will, for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
I'm super excited to finally get to see this mod. Congratulations on your win at PDX LAN 31.
Thank you.
So what was your actual inspiration behind the build?
So Fallout is one of my favorite video game series, and I also love old radios. So getting a chance to combine the two of them seemed like a pretty cool thing. And one thing about me is I don't want the same kind of computer case as everybody else. That's actually part of the reason I mod, so I want it to look different.
How did you go about even starting a mod like this? Did you start with a frame or an old radio already, or?
Actually, I was bored one day looking through eBay. I like looking for parts and deals and stuff, and I found this Normende Fidelo 58 radio, and it was just the chassis. And as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted to put a computer in it.
Now, you only had the frame for it, so you've made everything else. You made the speaker cloth, the vents on the side for the 2 radiators, and you made the front as well?
So one of my friends, Damon Bailey, did the CNC work on the front, and then the back I/O shield here, as well as the fan grills. So he did a fantastic job with that.
And your dials on the front of the case actually work as well.
The knobs on the front, the one on the right side actually controls the lighting on the front dial, so you're able to dim it or brighten it, turn it on and off and that kind of stuff. And the one on the left controls the lighting inside of the radio itself, so you're able to dim or brighten the lighting inside.
It's very cool. So what are the other mods that you've done with this? Because obviously there's a lot going on the inside.
So some of the other mods that I've done in here is basically I framed out the whole inside of the radio. The top of the radio is a false top. I have tubing running between the 2 radiators in there. The back portion of the radio has got a bunch of false area in it as well, room to fit the controller for the knobs and all the wires going there. And at an old antique store, I found a package of vacuum tubes. And there's a little blinking LED inserted in there, and that's hardwired into the power supply.
Nice. I also noticed that you have some wood accents on your GPU.
Yeah, so I wanted to have it on water and still match the look of the radio. So Rod from BS Mods helped me CNC the wood cover that you see on the back of it, and that's been doing great.
How did you actually go about cleaning up the wires?
Well, I do my own sleeving, so that's actually how I got my start modding, was sleeving cables.
Me too, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
started off sleeving.
So the nice thing when you can do your own sleeving is you can adjust the wires to whatever size you want, and I love using cable combs to keep it nice and clean and that sort of thing.
Okay, well, obviously you have a lot of mods going on here, and it looks amazing, but what are the actual specs of the...
Anyway, yeah. So that's my other hobby. So I'm definitely a nerd, and I like doing mod contests and stuff for computers. So let's get back to the game, because I don't know how many people actually care about that, but yeah. Sorry that we went off track on that. Hopefully you don't mind too much since it's not the game. But yeah, that's my other hobby. Yes, I am. I am a proud nerd. Absolutely. Thanks, Larry. I would assume because it's me on there. If this gets a copyright strike against it, then I'll just deal with it. But I don't know. As far as YouTube, Scopely won't care. Yes, it would, CJ. It absolutely would. That was a face reveal, yes. That's not the first time, actually. I've shown my face on stream before, shown some pictures and stuff. Because I got no issues with showing my face. Yeah, for sure, Viking. I don't know where I want to put this. No, let's just do that. It really doesn't matter, so I don't know why I overthought it, but... Haha, right on, CJ. But yeah, Hottie Tom, YouTube might give me a copyright strike. But it's fine if they do. It's no big deal. It would be my first one. Nvidia definitely wouldn't care because it brings publicity to that. You did, Viking. They were awesome. Okay. Right on, Christopher. Have a good day. End of the workday. Right on. Have a good night, Christopher. Thanks for being on the stream. Oh, NVIDIA made that video, Hottie Tom. And the guy that runs GeForce Garage, Romeo. I'm friends with him. He goes to PDX Land every year as well because NVIDIA sponsors the tournament at PDX Land. So that video was filmed in California. So part of the first place prize when you win is they fly you out to NVIDIA headquarters to do the video. I also got a really nice graphics card as well. So that was super cool. The video is the really fun part though. And I've been there a couple other times with friends who've taken mods there. I have some. I'm really lucky. The area of the country I'm in, there's some amazing modders. So Brian Carter, BS Mods, which is Rod Rosenberg and Bob Stewart. Those guys all do amazing work. Ron Lee Christensen's like a world-class painter, and he mods computers. So all those guys are around this area where I'm at. But Romeo's a super chill guy. Usually we play Pokemon. Yeah, Cable Guy is Mherex, exactly. That's why you hear Bob call me Cable, because when I first started playing, my Discord name was still Cable Guy Mods because that's what I was mainly on Discord for, was interfacing with my computer friends and stuff. So everyone knew me as Cable, or the Cable Guy, because I make custom cables. That's how I started modding. So that's why like Bob calls me Cable, and Reggie will call me Cable, who's in here, and Joey and stuff. Zandal, I like Otis. He's fun. I am not crazy about having 2 showboats in the same month, so I'm not crazy about that part because the free and the chase are both showboats. But I don't know how good he's gonna be. So a lot will depend on how good the card is. I don't know about that. I prefer Mherex to Cable Guy. Cable itself sounds pretty good, but Cable Guy not so much. Just Cable, I kind of like that. Yeah, I don't know if you really want to go down that rabbit hole, Larry, but yes. Now if the chase is Otis, or Otis is the chase, it sounds like, and if he's like a 1-2-3 kid or Zombie Roman style of showboat, I would be very happy about it and super happy to get him. I'm hoping Tucker is a very serviceable, solid showboat. You know, so just like Typhoon wasn't a pain to play, and I like playing Typhoon. So hopefully he's playable. Yeah, Moonwing, a lot of people think that. And it doesn't help now that I use cable avatars for my Discord avatars. Hey, Kyle. But I do that because those guys call me Cable, so it's kind of like a twofer. That's why I started using the comic Cable avatars. I'm doing well, Samuel. How are you? Yeah, CJ. We haven't had have we had a free to play? When was the last the last free card we had that was a powerhouse? I know the very horrible powerhouse gas mask Dean was free. Who's been a powerhouse since that was free? Have we had one? There's got to be one. That's been a long... Shelton. There you go. Shelton was good. But Shelton was a year ago. He was oh, Killian too. Yep. Killian was Beauty and the Beast. So it's been a long time. What's that, at least 6 months since Killian, or is it longer? Or shorter? I'm not good with time. I'd have to go back and look. I think that was, yeah, that was July. It was the Independence thing. So yeah, that would be July. So yeah, over 6 months since we've had a Powerhouse free card. We've had techs, we've had tricksters. Yeah, that's the best way to deal with trolls, is you just ignore it. Yeah, Goldberg's gonna help a lot of people. NWO Brett's a very good striker. Takes a little bit of finagling, but Masters of the Universe Cena is also a very, very good striker. I don't ignore you, Fish. So, for those of you that don't know, Fish, Punisher, and Bomber, and Jorge were pretty much the only people that were hanging out in my streams at the start. I'd stream for like 2 and 3 people, and it would usually be those guys. I just acknowledged you in a different way, Punisher. Yeah, Striker is the most loaded class, probably. Striker and Powerhouses, there's so many good ones. I really want to work on Walter. I actually think I would like Walter more at 5-star silver than Earthquake with gear, but my Walter has a long way to go. Nice job, Punisher. Enjoy. I'll go back and farm some more Godfather stuff after this Blitz. Mix it up a little bit. Oh. How long have I been streaming for anyway? Hour and a half? Okay. My Piper is 4-star silver maxed, waiting on tokens. Yeah, I can link my pull vid, Punisher. Hold on. This was my 14 pulls of with the t-shirt currency right there. Howdy Tom, it's been a long time now since I've played him. Probably his 1 MP moves though. He's got 3 different 1 MP moves, Howdy Tom. The video I just linked is the pulls for the t-shirt loot, 14 of them. If you're curious what you have the possibility to get. Or what 14 pulls might look like. Nothing is guaranteed, but I can show you where I like farming red. After, are we done? Yeah, it looks like I'm done with that, so. McIntyre's still a good card. He is not the top tier powerhouse, but he's a very good powerhouse. Nothing wrong with building solid guys that you like, too. So, I think everyone should level at least 1 card that's just for them. Okay. I want to see faction Blitz. 36,000? Yeah. Alright, we got some tryhards going crazy already. Alright. Good job, guys. Red. Deadman Daily Hell Mode. That's black. I think this one is green. Yep, that one's green. And this one is red. I prefer I prefer for red, green, and black. Deadman Daily Hell mode. You'll get some one TP ones, but the drops usually seem to be pretty good, and they're not that hard to win comparatively. So generally these are my go-tos because you can just fly through them really fast. Farming TP is really about quantity because there's no guarantee you're gonna pull get the TP drop. So you just want to get as much wins as you can as fast as you can without taking damage. So like I would run it with Earthquake and just turn 1 the whole thing. But HBK can probably turn 1 at most of the time too, even though he's only 9k. But I just usually use Earthquake and drop the area move and call it a day. But this is my preference when I farm red. This is where I'll farm it. Blue is Hell Mode 176, Jeff Hardy on the Albuquerque Superstar Tour. Purple, I usually try and save auto clear tickets for purple because I don't like tricksters when they can dodge. So no, Punisher, it's not a bad pull at all, which is why I want to keep with 5 days of this to go. I feel like if I farm enough, I could probably get, 3-4 sets like that, or 3-4 sets of 14 pulls maybe, if I can farm enough and maybe, maybe get some resources and stuff. Yeah, also black, if you have someone like the Fashion Police. Wrong one. They're amazing for any tag node. So I also like the first match of Albuquerque, Hell Mode, right here. Oh, that's the one you said, 173. Yeah, this one's great. You just Dango, like you can turn 1 all day long with Dango and Breeze. So that's great for black. That's actually the one that I probably farm black on the most. But usually I tell people the Deadman Daily because it's easy. And it's pretty good ratio. This is where I farm blue. And purple I probably would beat up on tough normally right here for purple. Yellow would be Yoko right here. So this is where I like farming TP. Yeah, you can stay away from the medals. I actually like getting the medals because I always need them. Dailies is Earthquake or Kane, depending on tour perks. Both have gear, so both are turn 1. So yeah, Viking, he probably should be poking in. Hope he rolls around again in an event would be the best way, Gene. Yes, actually, right now the normal Rumble tours are paying out very well, and you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The second match is Daniel Bryan, and you'll get some red TP. That's a good call out, Hottie Tom. You might do that, Magic Man, while this is going on, because you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And they're paying out TP pretty well. Nice call, Hottie Tom. So close, fish. There. I mean, you guys have been watching. It's been seeming like I've been getting a lot of black farming this, hasn't it? Especially for a normal node. I feel like I've been getting a lot of black TP drops tonight. Ooh, one more follower and my Twitch is at 50. It's at 49 now. You could do hard mode if you want, Magic Man, just to make sure you can win quickly and not die. I would love a Powerhouse Owens. Stunner Kevin Owens. Absolutely. Here, I'll just link it for you. Same thing, Mherex Gaming, but burp. Because in the not too distant future, I'll stream on Twitch too. Really, King Warren? That's awesome, dude. Nice. So, I am not super good with software, King Warren. I am a hardware guy. I have tried very hard to get better at software, but that is definitely not my strong suit. Hey, Patrick, how are you? Well, I think earlier, I don't know if they're still in the stream. I can't remember. Somebody asked me who my favorite wrestler was. Are you still in the stream, whoever asked that? And I apologize because I totally skipped over that and was going to come back to it, and I forgot. Right on, Drev. Larry, oh, cool. Thank you. I am sorry. Did you want to know my current favorite, my favorite all time, etc.? It's going okay, Patrick. Mixing some Blitz in, along with some Rumble farming. It's actually going pretty well. Figured out with Two Bob's help that that I could get Godfather's finisher on turn 1, and I just need to attack someone really, really weak. But it's working. Yes? Yes to all, maybe. Current and all-time, go all the way? Okay. So, all-time is Mick Foley, 100%. He's my all-time favorite. Growing up, I was born in 1980, grew up in Minnesota. Every Saturday, Grandpa watched Saturday morning wrestling, and I wanted to be Shawn Michaels. He wasn't HBK then, he was the Rockers. So growing up, Shawn Michaels was my favorite. I thought he was the coolest thing ever. I wanted to be Shawn Michaels, and then once he put Marty Jannetty through the plate glass window, I thought he was the coolest thing ever, and I was all in on HBK. I think he's the greatest wrestler ever. Mick Foley's my favorite. HBK's number 2, but I think HBK is the better wrestler. I think HBK is the best wrestler ever, though. Currently, Ciampa. Yeah, Punisher. That was one heck of a heel turn. Crazy heel turn. Currently, Ciampa is probably my favorite, along with Orton. Ciampa, Orton. Really? I'm 298 for the community event? I haven't looked recently. Apparently climbing up. It was not intentional, Akeem. I'm actually a straight edge, so definitely not intentional. Yeah, right on, Matt. It's working really well. Better than Savage. What's your question? Do I think HBK is better than Savage? CJ, is that what you're asking? Yeah, so HBK, like I said, was my favorite growing up, and watching, like, even if you look up like the top 50 wrestling matches of all time, it's dominated by HBK, and man, he's so good. 4-star silver, Ronnie. So yeah. Also as a kid, I was not a Hogan guy, but I was fascinated by the Ultimate Warrior. I did not really understand anything about Ultimate Warrior, but he would probably be, when I was a kid, my second favorite after HBK. Yes, Magic Man, exactly that. I also really, really like a lot of the NXT guys, so a big fan of Champa, and I also like Keith Lee a ton. And Sting was I love WCW Sting. That was more when probably teenage years that I watched Sting. He was my favorite thing. My teenage years would be Sting, and I have to admit I did really like the Goldberg run in WCW. I was kind of really into that too, but Sting was my favorite WCW guy. I don't know if it was Territory Patrick. I think so. I literally just watched it. To me, it was Saturday morning wrestling with Grandpa. He would watch it every Saturday, and we were over there every Saturday. And the Rockers were on there, and I know the Rockers worked a bunch of territories before they came to WWE. So, or WWF as it were back then. I prefer Macho Man to Hogan too. Oh yeah, I'm using Shamrock. Doesn't Beth have 2 yellow MP though too? I'm pretty sure Beth has 2 yellow MP as well. I could be wrong. Thanks, Punisher. I mean, Minnesota is got to be one of the one of the like very big places of professional wrestling back in the day. Shield member, man, I loved Ambrose by far. It wasn't even close. Ambrose and he was my favorite actually until he went AEW, and I don't have access to AEW, so I have no idea. But Ambrose was my favorite. I loved I loved his Dirty Deeds finisher. It looked nasty every time. The clothesline off of the ropes. I just loved his in-ring style, and I rather enjoyed how he could make any character work, even if he thought it was stupid. I think he's a fantastic promo guy as well, but I love him in the ring. I just don't watch AEW now. Dude, that's awesome, Punisher. Actually, until until frickin' Marty went crazy on Facebook there, I was always hoping we'd get the Rockers tag team. That was the Shawn Michaels I really wanted. Yep, that's the one I'm talking about, Larry. That clothesline off of the ropes, that is the coolest thing ever. Like, I love that clothesline. That and Bradshaw's clothesline are my 2 favorites. Grish, Striker Brett is a very good move. I without seeing your roster, I can't answer that 100% accurately, but on the surface, that's really good. Uh, so take that for what it's worth. Seeing Champa live, I think he is incredibly good. I would love to see a Champa KO feud. I think that would be super, super good. I still call me probably old school. DDT, I think, like Jake the Snake DDT, just look nasty every single time. You could also toss Arn Anderson into that DDT talk too. Arn had a crazy DDT too. But I would probably pick the DDT. Yeah, I love Lunatic Fringe Ambrose. Also, and this needs to be mentioned for me. So I went a lot of years actually without watching wrestling, and then I got back into it. Um, and I watched the Yes Movement with Daniel Bryan, like when I was catching up. Um, and so like for me, like best storyline type of things. The Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan was amazing. I loved that. Like, and then at WrestleMania, beating all those guys to win the title and stuff, that was freaking crazy. So I really, really liked Daniel Bryan, and that whole story arc I thought was phenomenal. The whole DIY thing with Ciampa and Gargano, and Ciampa's heel turn. Oh my gosh, that was freaking amazing. Um, those are like, you know, a lot of us are Attitude Era guys. We remember the Attitude Era really fondly, because there was some like a bunch of once in a generation workers, but like and now like you take like Roman Reigns Tribal Chief, like I am all in on that storyline. Um, when wrestling gets it right, I don't care what era you're in, there's a bunch of stupid and there's a bunch of awesome. And that's just the way I've always looked at it. So, but those are some of my my favorite moments. You know, like Punisher said, best heel turn ever. HBK putting Marty through the plate glass window. It's got to be one of the best ones ever. You think about Ciampa turning on Gargano. If you were watching that build up and that whole story, it's just crazy. And then Daniel Bryan overcoming like the Yes Movement, just phenomenal. They are, Larry. I think they've came a long way. And Roman, I hated Roman. Like, he's my least favorite like guy, but man, turning him heel and what he's done with how he's playing that heel and with Jay and stuff, it's just, I'm all in on that, man. Like, I buy every second of it. It's because he's a vegan and brains would be meat. So grains would be vegan, okay? I'm assuming. That's how I take it, Druv. Actually, Punisher, Miz does not get enough credit. How many times he's held the Intercontinental title, how good of a heel he is, very solid worker, crazy good promo guy. No, you're not. I love Miz, and I want a new Miz really, really bad. But I'm a huge Orton fan too. Love Orton, love what he did. I can't wait for Edge to come back and we can get some closure on Orton Edge and stuff. Miz is just a good heel. He is such a good heel. Like, he does his job and he gets heat like nobody's business. My favorite Miz stuff, frickin' with Damian Sandow when he was doing Mizdow. Oh my gosh. Damian Sandow and when he was doing Mizdow, that was like the funniest crap ever. I don't watch Ms. and Mrs., so I have no idea what he's like on that. I really like The Rock too. That guy cut so many good promos, and I enjoyed him in the ring. He was explosive in the ring, so he made his moves look cool, even if they were ridiculous. Obviously, really like Stone Cold. How can you not like Stone Cold? This will definitely get me heat. Never been a big Undertaker fan. I prefer Kane over Undertaker. So I expect to irritate a lot of people with that one. Druv, I got him. There was an event where you could get him with your faction. I know, Larry. And then there was a talent up where you could get a ton of shards for him. Like 800, I want to say. I'm sorry, Larry. He's the Undertaker, and he's the GOAT for a lot of people. I just didn't I don't know. He's just never my favorite. And unsub. That's where the thumbs down is coming. Someone thumbs downed it. Oh yeah, if you guys get a chance, if you would like it, the video, that would help me. I'd appreciate that. It's okay, I'll be okay. I'm sorry, Larry. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not saying he's not amazing, because he is amazing. He just wasn't he wasn't my favorite. But yeah, he's amazing. That's part of it probably too, CJ. Oh, best faction of all time? Oh man. I mean, what when we start talking factions, we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about right away? We're going to talk about DX, we're going to talk about Evolution, we're going to talk about Shield, right? Those are some of the ones that are going to come like right to the top. Bullet Club, yep, that one definitely. For shut up, Punisher, you dork. Four Horsemen. Yep, Four Horsemen would definitely be one. Roman should have ended Taker's streak. Having Brock do it made no sense. Brock didn't need it. I probably should have been Roman as far as from a business standpoint. Anyway, I'm not a big Brock fan. He's amazing when he wants to be and when he decides to sell. No, I can't see who likes videos. It doesn't tell me that. I should probably like my own video though. Or if it does, I don't know how to check. Oh, ECW wrestler? I mean, well, I'm gonna say Mick Foley because he was there for a little while. So I'll say Mick Foley, but that doesn't really count. I know that's not what you're asking. So I mean, Eddie. Does Eddie count? I know Eddie came to WWE after, or in WCW and all that, but does Eddie count? Because I would say Eddie. Okay. Taz was good. A lot of the times that era, I didn't like a lot of the big guys, like the really big guys. Taz doesn't fit that category either, but like, so ECW had a lot of those kind of tweener guys, you know, like the Eddies, Raven. I super liked Raven in ECW. I loved him in WCW too. Big Raven fan. RVD was fun to watch. Yeah, I like Samoa Joe announcing too. He did a really good job when he was announcing, but I like him wrestling as well. Yeah, he does good as an announcer on the plus side though, so. Yeah, that's part of the problem when you're really good at something, right? I like Corey Graves. He cracks me up. I don't know if if he's everyone's favorite, but I do like Corey Graves. Um, really been enjoying Barrett on NXT. Yeah, Paul Heyman is really good at what he does. But yeah, it's hard to. I mean, JR was really, really good, so it's hard to ever get past that. JR was always wrestling. You know, when you think of announcers, it's always JR to me. Right on, Punisher. I have Ken Shamrock, Akam, and Max Tour Perks. Zhao? Is that how I pronounce that? I don't know if the XI makes a Z sound or not. Definitely doing okay on the black TP this way too. Not unhappy at all. Is he? I don't I like I said I don't watch AEW, so. Oh yeah, I really like Jericho a bunch too. Is he still how does he move in the ring? Is he still decent in the ring these days? He's got to be getting really old now. He does when he needs to. He was another one of my WCW favorites when he was in WCW. Right on. That's awesome, Punisher. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. More black TP. Mora was super, super good. Is that where he went? Bellator? Okay. I don't know if I ever really remember being scared of a gimmick. I'm trying to think if I remember like being genuinely scared of a gimmick, and I just don't know if I. Maybe that's why I don't like. Maybe that's why I don't like Undertaker as much as a lot of people. HBK is, like I said, Punisher. I think he's the best wrestler ever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Larry. I'm so sorry. So, my WrestleMania moment probably be different than a lot of people's. Um, I would say the Daniel Bryan WrestleMania beating everyone. I don't know why, but like I was so invested in that, like so stupidly invested in that. Um, it just the whole thing felt like they actually wanted to keep him down. Like I bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. I know wrestling is fake, but like that whole time, the whole time I'm still thinking they're gonna screw him over. Okay, he won this one, he can't win the next one. You know what I mean? Like eventually they're just not gonna let him get it, and then he won it, and with all the fans behind him and stuff like that. So that's probably actually my favorite WrestleMania. Um, the Hardy Boys coming back at WrestleMania was really cool. I love that because I'm a big Hardy Boys fan. Yep, Punisher, I totally marked out. They did it right. Yeah, exactly. Daniel Bryan, everybody the same night. Shao? Okay. Sorry about that, Shao. I'll try to remember that. Dude, Edge at the Royal Rumble, that's my Rumble moment. When Edge came back at the Rumble, like knowing how long he'd had to wait and how no one. I mean, there's slight rumors Edge might come back here and there, that kind of thing. And then when he hit that one spear, you're like, oh, maybe he can do some stuff. But dude, I was like screaming, legitimately screaming. I was like goosebumping and screaming and jumped out of my chair. Yeah, dude, that was the thing, Punisher. Even watching that back, uh, when you watch that back, he looked like he was about to lose his mind. That's my favorite Rumble moment easily is as Edge coming out. And then not only coming out and then Dolph selling like a madman on that spear, but then his whole interaction with Orton, it wasn't just that he came out. He was awesome in the Rumble. Those Rumble moments with Orton and all of that stuff was crazy, crazy good. Orton's all like, dude, you're looking like cut, and or whatever it was he said. That was hilarious. And then when they turned on each other and stuff, yeah. So that to me, that's my Rumble moment for sure. I get that, Akeem. I definitely get that. Benoit and Eddie, that's awesome. No, it's fine. You can absolutely talk about it, Patrick. It's two separate things. What Benoit did in the ring is completely separate from what happened outside of the ring. He was a heck of a good wrestler. All the head trauma and Eddie passing and stuff, I think really messed Benoit up. I mean, obviously it doesn't make anything okay. That's just like for a lot of people, Snuka off the top of the cage, man. Keith Lee Brock moment. Right on, Reggie. Yeah, he'll never be in the game because he's erased from WWE history, basically. I did see that on Benoit. The Dark Side of the Ring stuff is all so good. Some of it's like tough to watch, but yeah, I did watch it. When someone who's boxed and played football, and guys that suffer from concussions, like what Junior Seau, when they autopsy their brains and it's the brain of like a 80-year-old person from all the head trauma. Um, there's so much that goes on with that post concussion stuff and what happens to their brain and how it changes it, that, like I said, I'm not ever saying it's okay. But there's a lot of other factors that go into that stuff sometimes too. No, I get that, Patrick. Yeah, and like I said, it's kind of it's two separate things, right? His in-ring work, and from the really scary part, the really to me, um, is by a lot of you know, a lot of accounts, he loved his family and he was good to them, for most of it. It was just towards the end, um, and that's scary. Which is good. There's a lot more awareness on head trauma and stuff, whether it's the NFL or wrestling, and we have these better concussion protocols because that stuff messes your head up in a lot of different ways. Yeah, I didn't watch for a ton of years. I missed all of the CM Punk run. Like I said, for years I didn't watch, and then I got back into it when I started playing this game, and I went back and watched Daniel Bryan's whole run. That's where I started to get back into it. Watched all of the every Raw and SmackDown. I was watching like multiple episodes every day till I got caught back up. I went through like 4 years of wrestling. Right on, Kyle. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, that seems like a win as long as all the content moves over. You get more content for cheaper with commercials. Or yes, yes, Akeem, like literally uh I went back about 4 years and just watched all of it on like everything I could that was on like Hulu and stuff. Yep. Right, Patrick? I need to watch the CM Punk stuff. That's something I've never done. Moonwing, I actually cringe at a lot of the Attitude Era. It's a little too sexist for my taste. I'm really glad wrestling is where it's at, where we don't just have ladies parading around in underwear. Not sure if that's what you meant, Moonwing, but that's where it is for me. That might not be popular, but they have a lot of skill, and I'd prefer them to be skillful in the ring. They can still look good, so I'm not saying they can't. But Attitude Era, yeah, it's some of the stuff is very cringy to me too, Moonwing. um, honestly, a lot of yeah, some of the ladies matches are straight fire. Um, during a lot of the Attitude Era when I was younger, so 14 to like 18, I mostly watched WCW because WWF was a little my parents didn't appreciate it. So I would turn it to WWF and watch Austin Rock and Mick Foley. And then when they weren't fighting, I would turn it back and watch all WCW because I knew I could probably get away with those guys. Um, but yeah, my parents were not okay with the stuff going on with all the, three-quarters naked ladies. So I did not get a lot of that anyway. But yeah, I got to see the stuff that I really liked, which was Austin, Rock, and Foley. Yep. I think probably a lot of us did. And then 100% Punisher, like Foley was my favorite. Like his stupid promos, everything he did with Vince, Freaking, the guy made me laugh all the time. And then when he'd get in the ring, dear Lord, he's insane. Like, I don't know. There's something about Foley I've always loved. Like, and then, of course, he did plenty of serious promos, too, that you completely buy into. Yeah, WCW was huge. I mean, like, they were legitimately beating WWF's butt for a while. Hey, great. How you doing? So, like, Beth Phoenix was my favorite lady wrestler because she could freaking actually wrestle and, like, dominate, like, glam slam and stuff. So I really like Beth Phoenix. Yep, same Reggie. I was WCW guy, man. I love Sting. Like, I tuned in to watch Sting. I also love the Flock and the cruiserweights on WCW. Freaking Kidman, all the Guerreros. What, La Parca? Man. Right? If Beth, yeah, 100%. Beth was totally ahead of her time. I love Malenko too. Yep, there's so many good guys. I always liked the Hitman too. Loved Bret Hart. Yeah, they were. The freaking WCW, NWO Revenge, all of those games on the 64. Super good creative player. Oh, man. I used to play a ton of that. Even my friends that didn't like wrestling loved those playing those games. Y2J and WCW. He was one of my boys too. Loved Y2J. The Lion Tamer. Saskatchewan armbar. By the time he's done, Jericho's got to be considered as one of the best all time too, right? He's got to make at least like a top 10 for sure. Yeah, you think, guys? For some people, much higher. It's got to be one of the Nintendo 64 ones. I used to play them all the time. So, top 5, you think, Hottie Tom? Yeah. I'm pretty much right there with you guys with Jericho. He's done a lot everywhere. Man, Kurt Angle could frickin' wrestle. Angle was definitely awesome. That's why he's the best tech in the game. Right? You made the list. Yeah, they were, Reggie. Man, it's hard to pick just 5. Like, if you're just gonna pick 5, it's actually really, really hard. Really hard. I mean, I know I pick Foley and HBK for me. Those two are for sure. I think Jericho probably makes my top 5. Sting probably makes my top 5. I loved Sting. But now, what do I have room left? Where's room for Stone Cold? Where's room for The Rock? You know? Where's room for Edge? Orton is really dang close for me too. So it gets really, really hard. I'm not a Flair guy. Never liked him at all, actually, Moonwing. I just never did. Yeah, we probably got to do top 10. I think you're right, Larry. There's just so many good ones. Yeah, Flair just never did it for me. Triple H has to be up there too. The dude, like, so good for so long. His match pacing isn't always my favorite. That being Triple H. Sometimes the matches felt a little bit slow, but he was always good with a story and stuff to me. So he's got to be up there. And he was so good for so long. And talk about coming out with awesome freaking costumes and stuff. Yeah. You know, the weirdest thing, I was never a Hogan guy. So some like I just never liked him. Even when I was a kid, I always, like I said, I preferred the Warrior. So I don't know. Owen, Hitman, Benoit, Y2J, Pat Patterson. That's a good list, man. Is Pat Patterson Canadian too? I know the rest of them are. Yeah. No, I'm not saying he's in my top Punisher. I just liked him more than Hogan. Nope, they really weren't. I just remember, like, as a kid, I like, he'd run out and I didn't know what the heck was going on, but it was cool. Gotcha, great. You got the whole Canadian list there, so. I appreciate Dusty a lot more than Flair. Eddie has got to be in the, Eddie's got to be in there somewhere too. Loved Eddie. Jake the Snake. Man, okay, actually I take it back. I think I said no one scared me when I was a kid. Jake the Snake. Frickin' that snake and Jake. Actually, that did scare me. So I take that back. I felt like Jake the Snake would actually hurt me. Right on, great. Yeah, he was intense, man. Yeah, it was. I would not have wanted to work with him because the snake that is the one thing I am unreasonably afraid of is snakes. I hate snakes. Legitimately hate snakes. And I don't have flight, I only have fight. So when I see snakes, I just want to, like, and this is going to sound really bad, I just want to kill them all. It's horrible. Ugh, snakes, just unreasonable fear. DDP's awesome. Hey Peridactyl, what's good? Yeah, Kurt Angles, we talked about him some too. He's so good. I need my own Mherex sucks chant, huh? Yeah, that is a funny story. Loved Booker T. Totally loved Booker T. Yes, Hottie Tom. Booker T was really freaking good. Yeah, CJ, I need to get back started on it. I got off over the holidays. It's really DDP yoga is actually surprisingly good. I didn't see that. I don't remember that, CJ. Definitely like Booker. You know another current guy who I think is really good? I really like Sami Zayn. I seriously, man, I love Sami Zayn. He is such a good heel. And he's also, I like him more as a face. But man, Sammy is so annoying. He is so good at pissing people off. And there's not a lot of good heels out there right now. I actually really like Sammy. And he's creative with it a lot of times too. I love the cheap heel wins. Those are great. Super like Big E too. Didn't mention that. I want Big E to hold the title. One of the big ones. Maybe Punisher? I could see that. Yep, El Generico. It depends how many I have, Perry. I'd prefer to get at least 14, 15. I just feel like the pulls do better when I do bigger chunks. Seth is a really good wrestler. He's really good in the ring. He's really good at promos, but I don't like any of it. Yeah, Mad. I just decided to stream tonight. There's a lot going on in the game that requires a lot of farming. So when that happens, I kind of like to stream because it helps people from getting bored. I want to like Seth. Like, I think he's really good worker. I think he does good promos. You know, I don't. I don't know why. Naya is I do not like Naya at all. Yep. Shield Seth was the best Seth. Actually, this will probably also I do not like the man. Much prefer the other. She seems awkward in the ring to me. I think like I like Bliss way more, both in promos and in the ring. I like Rhea Ripley a lot. I like Bliss a lot. Bianca Belair, I think, is awesome. Ambrose was he was my favorite actually on the main roster until he went to AEW. I loved Ambrose. Bianca's crazy talented. Her mix of strength and speed and stuff, she's gonna be very good for a very, very long time. And Rhea Ripley's really good too. They're both gonna put on a lot of good matches on the main roster. And yeah, Bliss I think is so good at promos, and she's really solid in the ring too. Actually, I like Bliss a lot. I think she does the best promos. And it's really not that close. It doesn't matter which one she's doing, but yeah. Yeah, she's awesome, Moonwing. Yeah, I wish I watched AEW just for Mox, because he was absolutely my favorite guy. Lunatic Fringe was amazing, and then I even liked him when they made him do the stupid crap. He managed to find a way to make me care about the characters, even if he didn't want to. Right, Larry? It's almost everything but Taker. And I'm not saying Taker's bad. I mean, he's one of the greatest to ever lace him up. I just didn't love it. I don't know why. You'd think I would, yeah, you'd think I would find it, like, easily believable for the guy who was the best at ever staying in kayfabe. But I don't know. I never really bought into the whole Taker thing. I don't know why. I was never, like, invested in Taker. I don't know. But I can tell you, whenever there's a special on him or whenever he's on an interview, he is fascinating to listen to. So if that helps, there's that. I like lots of things. I'm just very opinionated. And I'm not afraid to say it. The Stone Cold Broken Skull sessions are all freaking awesome. That's amazing. Oh, yeah, gummy bears are delicious. Especially Albanese. Oh, what time? Oh, okay. It's almost midnight for me, guys, and I have to work in the morning. So I'm probably going to have to call the stream pretty soon. Let's, after this match, see how many t-shirts I have. I'm seeing him Viking. They said get the pitchforks about he was better as Mean Mark Callis. You said I said it. And then Druv got the pitchforks. And then I got distracted by gummy bears. 100% Perry. Acros are amazing in real life. They're super fun to watch. And in the game, they're mostly not. Oh. Let's check the portal again. Wow, somebody's got over 7,000 points on this event so far. That's crazy. Makes my 1,026 feel puny. Oh, right on, Larry. Glad to hear that. Thank you. It depends how many I have, Druv. I want to save up for like a 15 pull. I only have 5. I feel like way better when I do big pulls on this stuff. Sensei Crease, I try to sleep anywhere from 4 to 6 hours a night. But not any more than that. My favorite match type, are you talking in real wrestling or in the game? I bet you I have a ton of medals to sell. Sure. I'm too busy sweeping legs, Sensei, to sleep. So I actually don't like a lot of the gimmick matches. Exceptions would be there have been so many good Hell in a Cell matches, so I will definitely say Hell in the Cell. I enjoy the Rumbles, so Rumbles are fun, but I really only like the Royal Rumble a bunch. But yeah, for the most part, I like straight up matches. TLC's back in the day when it was Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian and the Dudleys, absolutely. Now, not as much. Although some of them are still really good. I feel like they can't really compete with a lot of those ones because, you know, you got Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys. That's 4 in the Dudleys. They pretty much invented the matches. But yeah, for the most part, I like normal matches. No medals. Oh, that's why there's such good TP. There's no medals on those nodes. But yeah, I like typically no stipulation type stuff. I don't triple threats okay. I don't like any more than 3. Really good tag matches I super enjoy. Like really well done tag matches. I enjoy a lot actually. I love war games. War games is really cool. So there's an exception to some of what I've said, but I super like war games. Max 2 are perks already, so plus 3 MP. And then dual MP trainer. Like that. Elimination Chamber's okay. Yeah. So that's how he is. He's doing only no damage with the loot boxes. The only damage is the finisher, and Orton is under 12k. Do you have Beth? Because if you have Beth Phoenix, she's also 2 yellow MP. So Beth would work as well, and that's her primary, so you only need her at 5k to get to. Sorry, man. Did you see how I was running Ray, Artie? If you didn't, you can run Ray as well. It's not as good as Godfather, but it's fast. You won't need a match. Hey, Crafter, what's good? My Ray's only 6k, and this works really well for me. Just with Lawler. And running these 3 moves. I can get max loot boxes most of the time. which Macho Man crafter. And it also depends on the rest of your roster as well. But so I can give you a short opinion. NWO Macho, you're going to need one good NWO guy. So if you don't have a good NWO guy, Macho is probably your best. It'd either be Macho or Big Show. So you just hit this move. And I try to leave the multiplies down here unless I can get at least 3 boxes. Then you put your row break on 2 blues. I don't know, this one works for me. That's why. And you want the loot boxes to drop down here and get the easy matches. So most of the time I can max with this too. Godfather's just faster, so you can try with Ray. You wouldn't need him very high to win this match. 3-star bronze, 3-star silver should be plenty. Hey Fish, welcome back. Hey Park, welcome back as well. You can use whoever you want on Ray. This is just how I'm doing it to do it turn 1. You can do whatever you want. Hey Sharma, I'm actually just getting ready to end the stream. That's funny. Yeah, it is hard without the VIP bonus for sure. If you don't have the VIP bonus, you're probably going to want to go Ted. Maybe. Or if you have Godfather, just take a couple extra turns. So I'm doing well. I'm just pretty tired. It's midnight, so I have to be up in 6 hours for work. So I was just getting ready to end the stream while everyone's logging on. So yeah, if not Ray, you can also do MDM. And fight the easy guy, Orton. And do purple and IRS. So Woods and IRS. Vault's gonna be live in about 12 hours. So you can also use MDM with Woods and IRS, and the move damage is going to be close to pretty much going to take him down to nothing anyway. So it doesn't, yeah, the move damage kills him. So then you're just trying to get some loot gems. That was a bad board for loot gems. But yeah. MDM would probably be a really good choice too. He's almost as fast as Godfather on that one. Godfather, you just don't have to think and place anything, so it's easier to farm while watching TV or something else. Like a stream, for example. But yeah, Ted can do it too, for sure. Just take the easy guy and hammer it with the... Yeah, that'll probably end up being better, Artie. Potentially. Patrick, I'm not 100% sure, but probably yes, because there's so much grinding to do. I'm going to stream more this week than normal because of all the grinding, since a lot of people will be playing and bored, including myself. So I'll see after work how I feel. It also depends what the family's doing. Yeah, you could also do what they're saying and set random, use random loot boxes too. Most of the time, you shouldn't have too much trouble maxing though with Ted. Again, pretty fast. So I do have Shamrock Sharma. No problem, Artie. I actually need to do a video and use Godfather, Ted, and Ray. So everyone should have at least one of those guys. Hey Junaid, just welcome to the stream. Just getting ready to end the stream. Also, for anyone that wants to, there's a loot pull video up with the t-shirts. I did a 14 pull. There's a prize wall breakdown for the value on the currencies on the prize wall. And then if you're not following me on Twitch, I'm going to be streaming there eventually. Probably in the not too distant future. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, there's my Twitch link as well. Yeah, Drove. Yeah, King Warren, just getting ready to call it good for the night. If you guys aren't on Twitch, I'd probably recommend it. DJ is on there all the time. If you have never been to one of his Friday streams, I would recommend going to that. They're really fun. And then G's streaming on Twitch now too. And so is Bob. So we're getting a lot more streamers, and it's mostly seems to be on Twitch. So I will be heading that way soonish. So if you haven't checked those guys out, I would as well. Oh, right on, King Warren. I thought maybe you left for a while. Well, guys, thanks for being on the stream. We got about, what was it at, five pulls or 6 pulls in t-shirts, and did a third of my 1% in Blitz, and did at least one Piper Blitz. Yeah, Callisto's another good farmer as well, Akeem, for sure. You can also farm with regular Daniel Bryan, I think, too. So, yeah, thanks for being on, guys. If I don't do it tomorrow, I probably will Thursday or Friday for sure. But there's a good chance I'll do it tomorrow too. Awesome, Moonwing. You cranked out those 40 matches in a hurry. No, thank you for being on the stream. I appreciate it, my guy. So you guys all have a good night, and thanks for watching. Good luck out there.